networking scenarios. FTTR Mesh solution. This villa space is complex, and traditional routing is difficult to meet the network demand. The owner is eager to achieve smooth office and entertainment in each room, and the network problem needs to be solved urgently. First, look at the coverage requirements. The basement, attic, room, and courtyard of the villa. Each corner should be stably covered, and the signal strength is not less than a 70 dBm. In terms of network performance, when multiple devices run at the same time, the download is at least 500 megabits per second. The upload is 100 megabits per second. And the network delay is not more than 30 milliseconds to ensure the smooth HD application. Mesh network needs to have the ability of automatic repair, node failure, or interference. Handoff within 1 minute. Packet loss rate does not exceed 1%. Device compatibility is good, supports seamless connection of mainstream smart devices, and can manage at least 50 devices online at the same time. Advantages of the solution. 1. Easy to deploy. Can quickly ad hoc network. Can automatically adjust the topology structure according to the environment and demand. 2. High reliability. Partial node failure does not affect the overall communication. 3. Easy to manage. AVASA platform can monitor user traffic, main and sub-router status, CPU, memory, alarm, etc. 4. Export router with our H8 for 1G WVA-X3BF. 5. Support Wi-Fi 6. 6. The configuration of the subrouter is issued by the main router to support seamless roaming of the whole network. Mesh network solution to create a high-quality network environment for the villa. The main router is connected to the operator's network through LAN uplink or optical fiber uplink. Configure the main router with 3 WAN connections. The first one is for internet access. It's an internet route WAN with a tag of 100, allowing the main router to go online on AVASA. The second one is for IPTV services. It's an other bridge WAN using IPoE with a tag of 110 and is bound to LAN2. The third one is for voice services. It's a voice WAN using IPoE with a tag of 120. The main router is connected to the AP via fiber optic cable, Wi-Fi, or Ethernet cable. Set the SSIDs of the two. 4G and 5G of the customer network to home. The LAN port of the AP is set to untagged by default and is used to connect cameras or computers. The mesh networking methods include fiber optic networking, Wi-Fi networking, and Ethernet networking. It is possible to view the topological status of the connected AP and the topological status of the connected terminals. Log into the web GUI. Step 1. Internet Route 1, PPPoE tag 100 for the Internet Access Service. Select the Net tab and then choose WAN in the first row of the navigation page. On the page below, modify the parameters according to the data planning. Step 2. Other bridge WAN, IPO tag 110, bound to LAN2. Select the Net tab and then choose WAN in the first row of the navigation page. On the page below, click New and set the parameters according to the data planning in the pop-up window. Configure the multicast parameters. Select APP, IGMP, MLD, IGMP, MLD snooping, and make the following. The configuration is completed, and the IPTV service can be accessed through LAN2. Step 3. Voice WAN, IPO tag 120. Select the Net tab, then choose WAN in the navigation page of the first row. On the page below, click New and set the parameters in accordance with the data planning in the pop-up window. Configure the voice parameters. Select APP, VoIP, Basic VoIP to configure the voice parameters. After the configuration is completed, click Apply. The configuration is complete, and the voice service can be accessed at this time. Step 1. Set the SSIDs of the two 4G and 5G customer networks to home. In the web GUI of the main router, select the Net tab. In the navigation page, choose both WLAN 2, 4G and WLAN 5G. In the first column of Basic Setup, configure the Wi-Fi parameters and then click Submit. Step 1. Fiber optic networking, Wi-Fi networking, and Ethernet cable networking are all available. Fiber optic networking. The main router is connected to the AP through an optical fiber. ETHERNET cable networking. Connect the main router to the AP with an Ethernet cable. Wi-Fi networking. Trigger the Wi-Fi networking by pressing the MESH buttons of the optical router and the optical AP. Or conduct one-click networking through the web GUI. Just click Easy Mesh on board, and the networking can be successfully accomplished. Select the APP tab, then choose Easy Mesh in the navigation page. Next, select Setup. Click Wi-Fi onboarding on both the main router and the networking AP, and then the networking will be successfully completed. Step 2. Check the topological status of the optical AP in the network. Select Network Topology, which will display the topology of the optical AP connected to the optical router. Step 3. Connect the terminal to the optical AP. Select Network Topology, which will display the connection topology of the terminals. Step 1. Check the online status of the main router. Select the Device Management tab. In the FTTR list, you can check the online status of the main router. Step 1. View the detailed information of the AP. Select the Status tab. In the Sub-Device Manage section, you can view the total number of APs connected to the main router and the online status of the apps. Select the corresponding AP and click Details. Then you can view the detailed information of the AP. Step 2. View the client information under the main router. Select the Status tab, then select LAN, and choose WLAN and WLAN 5G. You can view the total number of Wi-Fi terminals connected to the main route